Oh, guys, what the hell was that? Did you just fart? Oh my God, Patrick's farting on my show. Patrick, Adrian's gonna dump you if I tell her what you did. That you came into my own podcast and farted.
She would do that.
She would dump you for that. That is, no, if she's with you and you're a Disney adult, she can handle a toot or two.
Did I tell you she has a joke about that?
No, you did tell me she has a joke about it, and I support that joke, because it's hard to take. I had a Disney boyfriend. It was his 30th birthday. We went to Disney. His mom was in town. I remember going, can I break up with someone on their birthday at Disney when their mom's here? I was like, I cannot believe what I'm being put through. He's 30 years old. I'm like, it's like, this is crazy. And then, and I kept trying to not have core memories. Like I was just trying to just go through the day and not remember anything so I could just forget the day. And then I was biting into a chicken leg and Brian Baldinger texts me. My phone blows up and he's like, Robin Williams just died. And I was like, no, I'm going to remember this forever. Hi guys, welcome to Anniewood episode 142. Oh my God, we're getting so old. It's so exciting. I welcome all my Annies, Sannies, and Sannies, or Fannies. I don't remember the other ones. Randy? Woody, Cootie, Shoodies. I am so excited. You know, I love doing stand-up. I'm evolving. Things are growing. We are vibrating very high. So I'm excited to share all of this stuff with you. I also am on the road. I love performing stand-up comedy. I love coming to you. I love meeting you. I love making you laugh. I love hanging out with you after the show. It is just the most fun job in the world. And I love to exchange energy with you. So please come see me this weekend. Tonight through Saturday, I'll be at the Desert Ridge Improv in Phoenix, Arizona. I will also be doing one night only at the Rialto Theater in Tucson. Those are all with Josh Potter opening. So exciting that I'm doing one night in Bakersfield at the Trembler Brewing Company on August 23rd. Then you can see the next Anniewood and Friends, August 26th. I've got some amazing people on that lineup. It's going to be an absolute knockout. So grab your tickets. I'm going to be at the Funny Bone September 12th through 13th in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm going to be in Calgary at the Laughs Shop September 25th through 27th. I'm going to be in Seattle, Washington, October 3rd through 4th. I'm going to be in New Jersey. I'm coming home, baby. To Point Pleasant Beach at Uncle Vinny's, October 17th through 18th. I'm going to be in New Orleans for Skankfest, baby. Let's go. Come to Skankfest, please, God. It is my heaven on earth. I love it so much. I'll be in Texas in Fort Worth and in Dallas in January. We're adding a bunch of dates. I'm coming to another Canada date. It's going to be cold as hell. I can't remember where it is, but I'm coming. So keep checking AnnieLederman.com/shows for updates and grab your tickets. I can't wait to meet you. Also, Todd's back, so we're going to be doing some crazy shit on the Patreon. I also wanted to ask you guys if you could comment below what would be a good day and time that you guys would like us to do any sort of live streaming. I think we're going to do the old sort of Anniewood, me and Todd hanging out in our house with the sign behind us, but we're going to do those as live feeds. And I think we're really excited about it, but we're thinking maybe Monday night. Sunday, I'm usually traveling. We could try Sunday, but it would probably be more likely like a Monday or something like that. Just give us times that work for you, and we'll see if they work for us, and we'll all hang out. It'll be so fun. All right, guys. If you want to join the Patreon, it's patreon.com/Annie Lederman. We love your support, and we love you so much. Thank you.
Welcome to Anniewood.
I was like, no.
It was just his birthday last week.
Robin Williams?
Yeah, it was his birthday last week. Yeah.
Did you go into the archives and get
I
anything?
did. I made a whole video.
And you posted it?
Yep. Yeah, it's on the page.
I must have muted can you imagine if I muted the Comedy Store? I was like, there's too many Steph Tolev clips up here. I can't be watching this anymore.
No, that's.
No. I don't know why I don't see. You know, some things just aren't in your pushed on you.
Yeah.
The Comedy Store isn't, which is weird because it's about me a lot. So you'd think I'd want to see it.
All right, we are episode 142.
142. Oh my God, that's my age. 42.
Yeah. Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson's age. Did you hear me say that?
Yeah,
Last week.
last
Yeah.
week.
Oh, on here I did?
Yep.
I don't remember what anything is, guys. I'm like tripping. Everything I've done since the cluster headaches has only appeared in coincidences. Everything I'm bumping into people. I'll find someone's card in my purse and then I'll look on my phone and they text me the second my finger touched the card. I signed up to do this like breathwork retreat with this guy and my breathwork teacher, I was talking to her, she was like, oh, that's my mentor. And I was like, I just found this guy. I just found this man. I'm trying to think of more coincidences. Oh, I didn't tell you guys my best part of the Joe Dispenza retreat. Where I realized that I can manifest anything. So the whole thing that I'm realizing about with manifestation, which is the funniest part about manifestation, is that you cast out into the universe what you want, or you talk to God or source about what you want, and you'll get it if you vibrate at the correct level, but it's always in a way you don't expect it, which is, I guess, a fun little thing. But so because I didn't talk about the fingernail, right? Okay.
No.
So at the Joe Dispenza retreat, you pick a color. There's like 6 different colors, I think. Maybe there's 4. I can't remember, guys. But you have a different group of colors. And then each group has a different place that they sit each day. So everyone gets to experience sitting in different areas each time, you know? So it's fair. And there was the last day where I was going to be able to sit up front and make eye contact with Daddy Joe. And so I was like, I got to see Daddy Joe. Obviously, I was like, he's going to give me a cell phone number. It didn't work. But yet, it's going to come to me in a weird way. But so I'm sitting up front, or I wanted to sit up front. So I'm imagining myself sitting up front and everything. But that was the day that we started our meditation at 4 a.m. I usually go to bed at like about 4:30, 4:20 to be funny, 4:20 to giggle. I don't wake up at that time. So this was a challenge for me that day. But so I was like, oh, I'm going to have to get up. Doors open at 3:30. I'll have to get up at 3 so I can, or I'll get down there at 3 so I can get in line. The doors will open at 3:30. Now, of course, I wake up late. Of course, I'm time blind. I'm taking forever. Mm-hmm. It takes me a half an hour to put on my eyeliner or whatever to go on a meditation retreat. And so by the time I get down there, it's 3:29 and I'm like, oh shit. There was also this girl that I wanted to talk to that I'd been talking to in the hot tub the night before and I wanted to meet up with her. So those were the 2 things on my mind. And I was like, shit, I guess I'm not going to get to sit up front the way that I thought I was going to. And then I'm thinking about it and I see this long line of people at the doorway and I'm like, shit. And right then I trip over the most giant thing that I should have seen, this like giant speaker or something. And I fling into the air. I fall to the ground. I bust up my knees. All my shit goes everywhere. It's so embarrassing. I break a nail. Okay, so I just have a stubby fingernail. And I see the piece of nail. I pick it up. I keep it. It's part of me. And I'm just like, shit. And I hear laughing. And it's the girl I was looking for. And she was like, you just busted your ass in front of everyone. That's so embarrassing. And I was like, I know. My like finger kind of hurt. And my knees hurt. And I was like trying to act like nothing hurt. And then people were like handing me my sunglasses and my water bottle. It was so embarrassing. I was like this commotion. And then she helps me stand up and the doors open and I realize that I've been catapulted to the front of the line. I fell into the front of the fucking line. I did not cut. I swear on my life, I did not cut. I did not even know. I was like seeing stars, bitch. I was like, I tripped. I fucked myself up. I was in so much pain. And the doors open, like I couldn't have even gone back because if I had gone back, it would have like held up the line. Like I was being pushed forward. So I was like the 3rd person in. So I sat right in the front row. I was like, hi.
Oh, I fell and I just happened to
No,
be
I
the
swear to
front
God, it manifested itself. Everyone saw it. It was crazy. I was so hurt. Listen, when I pratfall, I don't get hurt. I fucked myself up. I was so hurt. I was trying to not limp. You know when you're like, I was fine. You know when like the wind gets knocked out of you, like, it was like that. I was like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Look at this boy, 5 years old now.
Wow.
It was Randy's birthday. Come here, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Oh, his papa's home. Todd's home. You know what I didn't realize? I have gotten quite used to not having another person's mood in my house. Todd was culture shocked and tired when he came home, and I was like, I'm kind of like a positive thinker now. Like, how annoying is that? He left, I'm the biggest bitch that's ever lived. He leaves the biggest bitch that's ever lived, that's crying, complaining, talking shit nonstop. Comes back, I'm like, I'm actually zen now, so we don't actually get upset about things. I'm like, this is crazy. You're being really negative. No one's really negative.
Response?
What's that?
What was his response?
To me being...
Yeah, like...
He was mad. Not mad at me, but he was just like in a bad mood. And I have to learn, I mean, I'm codependent, so I'm always working on that. Like, when people are upset, it has nothing to do with me. Sometimes it has something to do with me. Well, sometimes it has something to do with me. But you know what I mean? Like, when your partner's just like upset about something. He got a new computer and he was like having trouble setting it up. And I was like, well, it'll be better in the morning, which if he had said that to me pre all of this stuff, I would have killed him. I would have fucked him up. Oh, it'll be better, will it, in the morning? Well, I want to play my video games now. I want to use my new computer right now. It does suck when you get something new and it's like, doesn't work right away. You're like, the hell is this? I can't believe you thought I faked the fall.
I'm kidding.
I still have scars on my knees.
Man.
I fucked my knees up. Look at these cute knees, guys. Look, I don't want to brag, but let's just say I got a new black CEO because I am fucking Red Lobster. Look at this shit. I was at the beach today.
Oh, damn.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh. I fucked myself up.
Damn.
Sometimes you feel like sun's not real. I was like, I'll be fine. It didn't feel hot. I saw sun on my body. People were like, are you sure you don't want... I was like, I'm fine. Everyone else was getting burned. I was like, ew, you guys get burned? I vibrate too high to burn. Then I got home and I was like, everything hurts. Everything hurts.
Oh.
But you guys know that Red Lobster got a black CEO finally?
No.
They did. They had white people running the #1 African-American attended establishment. That's like if you went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles and they were like, hi, my name's Mindy. Would you like a side of mayo? But then, you know what the first thing this guy did? He's doing crab legs like Cajun style in a bag. It's like, where have you been, sir? Where have you been? Can you look up what his name is? Because we should
Give him a
call
shout
to him. Shout out to this African king. This chocolate king. I don't know what I'm allowed to say, guys. Oh, look how cute he is. Oh my God, he's so cute. No way I'm supposed to know how to say that?
Yes, yeah, try
Yeah,
it.
you go ahead.
Damala Adamolkin. No way. Adamol. Can we get someone of color down here? Will you go get Hugo? Go get Hugo. Wait, if Devantre's here, get him. Because let's be honest, Devontre might be able to, over Hugo, he might be able to pronounce this better. Oh my God. It does feel like the world is like right. Oh, he previously was at PF Chang's, which I hope they got an Asian person in that one. We need to get everything like back in order. Okay, Devontre, we need your help.
All right. How do you pronounce?
We need you to pronounce the black CEO of.
And pronounce that name into the microphone.
He can come on camera.
Oh, you want to come on camera?
Oh my God! Why are you trying to hide people of color?
What are we doing?
I can't say this guy's name, and I just had a feeling that you might be able to say it better than me.
Because he's black.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Use the microphone.
Adamolican?
What's his first name though? Demola?
Demola, yeah. What?
Demola.
Adamolican?
Okay, I thought I wanted some black representation
I
when
don't
we're
know what
talking
we're
about the
doing.
black. This is the first
This is the
CEO of Red Lobster. They
Why-
finally got a black CEO.
Did you just like? Why is this what you know?
Because I had got sunburned. So we were talking about how this all makes sense.
Yeah, because I don't have.
This actually all makes sense. Okay, so I had a sunburn. So I said, I just got a new black CEO. I am now Red Lobster.
How did you know Red Lobster had a new black CEO?
Because a black girl told me. Am I allowed to have black friends that aren't you?
You are.
But then I can never talk about it. I can't I can't elevate his new position and tell my white fans.
I think
I have black fans,
the fact
too.
that your black friends are telling you about black breakthroughs
Means that I need help. Okay, no, because
Because they like, you need to know about this.
I'm like a seafood girly, okay? I'm into seafood,
okay. See,
okay?
I didn't know that. See,
I'm a seafood
I thought
girly.
They were telling you every time a company get a new black CEO.
No. That's
a
not
problem.
like. Well, I do have a Google alert on it, but I'm on Black Twitter. No, I'm just kidding. But so
You are on Black Twitter.
so every once in a while I pop in. You want to know what's going on? I follow the Shade Room, but
What's up, dog? Come on.
but so
It's not.
okay. So they have the minute he gets hired. You know what they started doing? They put the crab legs in the bag. They gave us Cajun style. He did it. He did it. Is there a problem with what I'm saying?
I don't know if this is progress. In the way, in the way
I
that we
consider this
move it.
progress.
It is progressive, but I'm not sure if it's considered progress.
Listen, okay, as far as my seafood orders, I am black. But I'm white the rest of the time. But as far as my seafood orders, I think I order quite.
I don't know if that's how black, white, and seafood work.
Wait, what?
I don't know if that's how black work. I don't know if that's how white work, and I don't know if that's how seafood work.
Oh my goodness.
There's a lot
Edit
going on
this
here.
out. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, actually, while I have you here, congratulate. Okay.
What is it? How do you actually pronounce his name? You didn't really Google it?
I don't know. I just thought I said
So,
let's get
try
some
it again, try it again.
representation.
Hold on.
I said let's get some representation down here.
Your
So it's
black
just
friend-
not three whiteys talking about this.
Your black friend said, hey, Red Lobster has a black CEO, and that's all the information I'm giving you.
No.
They didn't
She
say the
said
name?
we gotta go get crab legs because they put them in the bags because they got a black CEO.
Okay.
And I said, that's great. I said the N-word a couple times. Nobody seemed to care. I'm just kidding. Of course I didn't.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't trust me?
I don't trust no white people.
Really?
Yeah, that's my thing.
What if I'm red now?
I don't.
Even with the sunburn?
You get like two statements.
Have you kissed a white girl before?
Yeah, I'm from Kentucky.
You have white girlfriends?
Yeah, there's white
And
women.
you don't trust them?
Nah.
Adam Mulliken.
Oh, that came from the headphones. I thought that was your phone. I thought
She
your phone
doesn't
just
know
knew.
better. She doesn't know better than
Adam Olikin.
Adam Mulliken.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, guys, I thought this was gonna be like a cute bit.
Oh, you thought because I was black I couldn't read?
No. By the way, that's another way I might be black. If that's a stereotype, I'm very dyslexic.
I don't think you're dyslexic.
I'm learning
There's a
disabled,
lot
babe.
of cool dyslexic people. That's what I recently found out. A lot of comedians.
So you're saying I'm cool?
You are pretty cool. A lot of comedians, they can't spell, they can't read, but they are very cool people.
It's so hard to read. It's my ad reads take so long, and if I've smoked any weed like within the month, we're done. It's gonna take quite a few takes. It's hard to read.
I can't relate.
You're just good at reading.
Yeah, I
Do you read a lot?
I don't read a lot, but I read like.
But you can.
More than zero. Yeah. I started reading that one book. It's not 1942. It's the book that all the white people know about fascism.
What is it?
George Orwell.
1984.
That one, 1984. I f with it.
1942 is what you called it?
That's what I thought it
That's
was,
funny.
but they
Maybe you're a
told
little
me it
number
wasn't.
dyslexic.
Yeah, I might be. I don't read the titles. I just get straight to the book.
You go to the
He
meat
just
of
listens to
it.
Conway.
Did you ever read a People's History of the United States? Howard Zinn, met him. Didn't read the book, but I met him.
You met a guy named Howard Zinn.
Yeah, he was a very accomplished.
Was he old?
He was old as hell.
Okay. Because like a 30-year-old Howard Zinn is crazy.
No, that would be crazy.
That would be terrifying.
Look at him.
It is an old
He's,
guy.
I'm sure he's dead now, right?
I know he said the N-word with passion.
No, but he would have said it the grow one. You know what I mean? Because he was born when
The
that
grow
was what they
one
said.
is
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
Yeah. He's
Like he was like that. He thought that was like what he was supposed to.
Mhm.
Oh, he died in 2010. He
died
came
in
to my
2010?
college. Yeah, I'm old. Did you know that I'm elderly?
I did not know that.
I'm 42.
Ooh,
What are you, 27?
30.
You're 30? Ew,
Yeah. I
get
thought
this
about
old
having
piece
an
of shit out of
industry
here.
age though.
I don't know if we have to lie about our age anymore. I don't think that's a thing. I think Harvey Weinstein was the one that cared about our age.
Yeah.
But, okay, should we talk about our fun time together
Listen,
now that you're here?
what a blast.
What a fucking
What a
blast.
And you know what? I owe
You
an
actually
apology.
you should tell people because I would forgot. I didn't even mention it yet.
I owe you an apology. So we were in Montreal for the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival.
He was a new face. That's huge,
Here's the
guys.
thing.
Being a new face is huge.
Here's
I
the
got
thing.
it in 2012.
When Annie got there, she was wilding out.
People were like, "Why were you screaming?" I was like,
she was upset with every single security person.
and you gotta understand, I've been so zen. I've been meditating. I've been like having no problems with anyone, and I'm like, what is fucking
You
happening?
were talking about how you just got on, you opened your pineal gland or whatever.
Yes.
And she was like, yeah, I've been meditating for 7 days straight. I'm a different person. We walk for 10 minutes, get to this venue, immediately starts yelling at somebody.
Guys, I diagnosed myself with autism in that moment. I felt autistic.
And look,
I was Laura Bites in that moment.
I don't know you that well. So I wanted to go over and be like, hey, remember your meditation, but I was like, nah.
That's so funny.
I was like, she's not finna yell at me. So I just let them get yelled at. And it was like 3 straight nights where I was like, hey, Annie, it seems like
I couldn't believe what was happening. Trust me, I was like, there's like a demon inside me or something. I couldn't understand.
But on the last night, I did the midnight surprise show. And most of the people were nice. And they were like, yeah, just go up and you go past the rope. That's a VIP section for the performers. So I go and sit down. And this lady comes up, she's like, you supposed to be here? And I was like, yeah, I'm one of the performers. She's like, oh, but did they tell you to come here? I was like, yeah, the people downstairs. She's like, you need an escort. And I was like, but I'm on the show. And she just like kind of gave me attitude. And I was like, oh, Annie might not have been wrong.
No, here's what happened. Here's what was going on. I flew in. So Montreal bought me the ticket. Okay, so they knew what time I was coming in. I didn't say I need to come in late. So they had me coming in like, I got in at like 9:45. My show was at midnight. You're waiting for them it's like takes so long to get to the venue, right? So I dropped my shit off at the hotel. I'm going down. I'm zen. I'm excited. I'm like, I was in coach. I didn't want to be, but I survived. Okay. By the way, I did tell my manager and agent, I was like, get me first class. Trust me, get me first class. They did not push for it. It's fine. I forgive them. But when I walked in, Rob Mack from Always Sunny was in first class. And I was like, guys, I would have had like a multi-million-dollar deal. But whatever. I always know what's best. Follow your girl's intuition. But I went back. I was like, I'm very salty I'm in coach. But I chatted with him. We had a good time. We'll be working together soon. But anyway, so I get in. So I'm like just kind of like tired. I'm like jet lagged. I get in. We go through customs. My manager and agent are already at the show, the midnight show. I walk in. I'm getting texts from the lady. Like, I didn't know I was like first. They're like, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, quick, you have to get side stage. So I'm like running to try to get side stage. They had already closed down the place where you get your credentials. But they know this. They closed it down. They flew me in late and they closed it down. This has nothing to do with me. It's completely beyond. There was no like special treatment. I wasn't asking to get there late. So I don't have my credentials. So they're like, get there. You have to get there. You have to get there. And then I go and the security guard's like, you cannot pass. And I was like, okay, all right. But there's a lady that's like, wants me to be there. I don't know. And so I get like, all these people are like, I'm getting pushed and pulled in the same direction. So then finally they let me through. Reluctantly, I'm let through. I'm not mad yet. I'm still being totally chill and cool. And then they're like, oh, the host actually thinks they're bringing up Sabrina Jolie. So you have another 10 minutes. So I was like, okay, I'm going to actually sit down, situate myself, like be sitting for the first time in hours and hang out with my manager and agent. So I go to just like step outside of that area. And then this woman goes, you can't leave this area. You have to stay here. And I went, you invited me here. Whoa. You can't kidnap me. Like I felt like I was like, you can't make me stay in one spot. They wanted me to stand. They were like, you can stand right here. I was like, no. You don't tell me where I'm allowed to move. I just was like, I'm not going to be told I can't move. I literally felt so autistic. I really was like, ah! Like if I was like the Hulk, like I'd be wearing pedal pushers. Like that shit would have like popped off.
I do got to go back to doing my job. I will say, there was a moment where you just started, it looked like you started beefing with a security guard that was just standing there. You was wilding on that one.
That was the one.
You was wild. No, that was the last night, like the big outside party.
Another time.
Bro,
The outside
there were multiple
one?
times. There was like the midnight party, the last party, and we were going out, and there was just a security guard standing there, and you were just.
No way.
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah.
No, because I had already remembered they're French Canadian by then. It might have just looked like I was fighting with them.
It looked like.
No, I was teasing. No, because I definitely wasn't. Because I ended up being friends with all of them. But there was one. I went to the Variety Top 10 show.
Yeah.
And it was so comical the amount of times the security guard complained to me about something. Like it was. I kept thinking he was coming over as a joke.
Oh, that was your dog.
What?
That was your dog. You was making friends?
No, I was making friends, but I thought we were joking. But every time he was like, "I am sorry, but I am gonna have to ask you to leave the vet." I'm like, again, like I kept getting like pushed in and out of venues. I was like, "What the?" They'd be like, "Where's your drink from?" I'm like, "I don't know, the last venue." They're like, "You have to throw it out." I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah, I didn't get
They're like,
kicked
"Your
out.
credentials need to be turned this way." You're like, "What?" It was like, you know what it was? This is what I learned. They actually were a great security team.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think anyone was trying to harm us. It was just us trying to get to our spots. And they're French Canadians, so they're kind of like
I do respect that they really about their job. They don't give a who we are.
that was. But
They're
we
like,
all
look,
were the whole thing.
The last party at the little I don't remember what it's called, but they were like, they were only letting certain people in. They were like, oh, who do you know? They're like, we're comedians on the festival. And
Yeah,
they're
who
like,
do you know?
And so when I got in, there was like 7 people in there. I was like, oh, I don't want to be here without my
It was
friends.
so crazy. It was so fun though. It was like the most fun. But there were, I can't tell you how many times I was like pushed out of like lines.
Yeah.
Like people were like, "This is for the talent," and I'm like, I'm
do it again.
holding a thing. I don't know what.
I'd do it again.
Oh
I'd
my
do
god,
again.
it was so fun, and they killed it because that.
If y'all want to invite me back.
No,
I'm
JFL
available.
was dead. It was so amazing, and the truth is, they had good security. It just fucked all of us over, but it was so amazing.
I gotta go park some cars.
Okay, go park some
This is fun.
cars.
Let me talk.
All right, thanks for coming and congratulations.
Congratulations to that guy.
I know he's killing it.
See y'all later.
Thanks, man.
Guys, follow him so this isn't a problem. No, it was so cute. But I forgot. I'm glad he brought that up because I was like, I kept being like, what the hell? But then it actually made me really bond with someone that works at a very prestigious place that I want to be working at. I don't want to name any names, but because I was sort of like, I don't know what's going on, why I keep getting these fights. And then I have flashbacks of always getting in fights with security. Like I forgot, I almost got arrested in Montreal. It wasn't a security guard, it was one of the cops because I was jaywalking. The guy was like threatening to arrest me and I was like, wait, what? I just wasn't like looking. It wasn't even like jaywalking on purpose. Like I just like wasn't looking and stepped into the street and he was screaming at me. And I forgot, like, they are mad at us. The Canadians are mad at us. They think we all voted for Trump. They hate us. They're mean. They're mean to us. And so it was just like, I just forgot that they're French. I just forgot. I was like, also, I feed off of the energy of strangers and smiling at people and stuff, and they don't smile back. So I'm just in the street getting just rejected. I'm just bombing left and right. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll go eat a fucking donut from Tim Hortons. But yeah, but that was crazy. But it wasn't like a yell at them when it happened. It was like I literally felt autistic. Like I was like, you cannot keep me here. It was so crazy. And my manager and agent had to come over and be like, what are you doing? You cannot make her stand right here. It was so nuts. It was so crazy. But anyway, he fucking outed me. But that is my only negative feelings I've had in a long time. But I had so much fun. I was actually so proud of Nick and the people at Netflix, at JFL, because it was really, the festival went completely bankrupt and out of business, and we thought it was over. And then it was epic. It was so amazing. It was so fun. We had the best time. I did this show. Here, let me send it to you. I did this outdoor show that was like unbelievable. It was so cute. Maybe you can post it.
Oh, it's like super low quality.
It's low quality. Can't see how dope it is. You have no clue. It's blurry like my feet. And scene.
That was great. Payoff.
Wow.
Well, you know what, guys? We show our dents on Anniewood. We don't give a shit. But it was awesome. It was so cool. And it was like one of these shows where they all spoke French. So I was like, oh, God, how is this going to go? But I just decided, I was like, you know what? We create our reality. I was like, I'm just going to smash. There's just no other option. I'm not even going to like let there be another option. And I was just messing around. I was light. Had so much fun. And then I was getting so many people on the streets being like, oh my God. And then I met this cute girl who was like, I didn't know you were going to be on the show. And she works for L'Oreal. So hi, we're going to be getting probably a L'Oreal sponsor. What's up? But everything was just connected and fun. And then I was flipping out on the security guards. But then I talked to this guy and I made friends with this guy who's got a cool job that I found out later. I went, oh, okay.
Well,
Who's my little shaman of the festival?
kind of a little bit of a pivot. What I'm curious about is you came home and Todd was there.
Yeah, we came home the same time.
And you were saying that there was a little bit of a shift for you to deal with someone else's mood.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, I'm so used to like.
How did you ended up dealing?
It was cute.
with
We
it?
went to the movies and we went to Fantastic Four and we walked out because why the would we ever want to see Fantastic Four? I couldn't tell you a thing I'd want to see less. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
But was there anything in the spiritual journey that you had going to the retreats and everything that helped?
Well, it just was like, it's not my, like, of course he's going to be in a weird mood, by the way. He just was in the jungle and he's been gone this whole time. And I just, like, I don't know. I just was like, this has nothing to do with me. And also just kind of to let people have their own experience. And because, I mean, I wanted to just get him over it. I wanted to be like, who cares about this? But, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been a baby about anything and everything. And he's had to deal with my shit. But it was funny. He came back. I'm like, sorry, I'm enlightened. I don't really get upset over things anymore. Meanwhile, Devontae comes down and says, you were fist fighting the security guards. Everyone was like, everyone saw me flip out too. Everyone. Everyone was coming up to me. Like audience members saw it. Oh, then this guy, so I like had a really good first show, the first night, the midnight show after that happened. And oh my God, it's so funny. My manager and agent are like, calm down. Ruin your career. Sit the down. I'd literally been on a plane meditating the whole time. I was like, I was like, you cannot kidnap me. I was like, I lost it. I was like, have you ever had someone tell you that you can't leave a place? No. By the way, I am like white girl freaking out at cops. Like if you Google that and look it out on YouTube, that's me.
You mean Karen?
Oh, I'm a Karen. Oh. Well, I'm too young to be a Karen.
You just said you were elderly.
Yeah.
I know, but my vibe's young. No, but I associate it with like the drunk 21-year-olds freaking out. I still have that energy. I don't have kids, you know. I don't have like a stroller in the back. The stroller in the back really Karens you up. Yeah. But yeah, no, you just can't. And also the Karen thing, it's like, so I'm just gonna have to have cold soup for the rest of my life. Every soup's gazpacho. I'm just never allowed to ever speak up about anything I don't like. You're allowed to contain me. You're not a cop. You're a fucking security guard in British Columbia or in Montreal, in fake France. It's not even France. You have the tude, but not the actual cobblestone or anything. Actually, it is cobblestone. You don't have the real baguettes, but you get to talk shit. Where's your beret? If you're wearing a beret, my friend, you can talk shit. God damn, was it fun though? I'm like manic. Comedy festivals are so fun. They're just like absolute summer camp for comics. You're just walking down the street and just random friends of yours. And I did New Faces in 2012. So I know like every industry person. I know like all the lawyers, all the agents. I've been seeing them for so many years going to this festival. It was so touching. Like I've gotten to the like, where it's been over a decade where we're just like, oh, we did all this stuff together. It's like so exciting. It's so sweet. I'm like, I saw you dancing on Molly. You tried to rep me and then you were dancing on Molly and I got the ick and I decided you can't be my lawyer. Oh, I remember when you got a fight with the person in the bathroom because you were blackout drunk. You couldn't be my agent. That's too embarrassing. I remember when you wanted to be my manager, but you almost fell off the roof. Too embarrassing. It was just God. And then I went to the gay gala. I like snuck in. I hung in the green room with everyone. It was so fun. I have not watched a show from the beginning to end in my entire career. It was such a good show. Alan Cumming was hosting it, and Alan is like heaven sent. I mean, better than you could imagine. So funny and gorgeous and just like best style, incredible. And then it was Sabrina Jalise was on it. Joe Dabrowski, Irene Tu, Trana Winter, who's a comic from Canada who I just met. And Trana also was the runner-up to the Traders in Canada. and my new friend Dan Duvall. But it was so fun to kind of be in the energy of people in the green room because, and then Mae Martin came and they sang at the end, and it was just so precious. Everything was so cute and so good. It was just such a perfect show. And it was just epic. Well done, beautiful show. And just, it was fun to be able to support comedians when they were nervous and be like, I just know that feeling, especially it was a taping. So I just know that feeling of being somewhere, but I was able to just help people kind of like get excited. It was just fun. It was fun to be people's hype man. And yeah, I just loved it. It was such a good gala. It was so good. I was so proud of everyone. And then we all partied afterwards, and it was just a very fun time. I ate a lot of donuts.
Oh, really?
Tim Hortons, we don't have one here, so I was like, I guess I'll do it again.
Wow.
A double, which is just a coffee with double cream and double sugar. I was diarrheaing for a while. It's just like a Dunkin' Donuts. It's nothing special, but just because we can't have it here, I felt like I had to eat it. Steph Tolev was there. I was hanging out with her. It was just so fun. It was just like you're just running into your friends left and right. It was just very, 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 very cute. And I was so proud of the guys that put it on for bringing it back. It's like I remember I have a friend that she posted on Facebook that her cat died. And everyone told stories about her dead cat. And then the cat came back and wasn't dead.
What?
And we were like, did you just do this and we'd post stories about your cat? Her boyfriend threw her cat out. Thought her cat was dead. Threw the cat out. The cat was not dead. The cat appeared back at the house. She dumped him. She did break up with that guy. The cat murderer. But that's how fun. But it was fun. I also realized that I had this like group of girlfriends that had friend dumped me. And I had taken it really personally. And I realized that the one girl that friend dumped me and then the rest kind of followed, ended up friend dumping everyone. And it's her. And it wasn't me the whole time. Oh, wow. And I took that on for like a decade. Isn't that crazy? You got to let people in and out of your life. You can't care. Randy, I'm going to let you in and out too if you keep this up.
Whoa.
Somebody dog sits twice.
That really hurt Patrick.
Yeah, no.
No, we don't even joke with Randy, the comedy dog. The dog that was born of comedy. We can't joke with him. We got to be real serious with the silly dog with the two teeth. We can't make fun of the two teeth. It's the ugliest, cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Come on. You can say ugly, cute. We're allowed. Patrick can't allow it.
I feel like I crossed the line last week.
What did you say something mean about Randy?
Yeah.
Randy, Lee doesn't like you.
No, I love Randy.
No, I'm just kidding. We know.
He's just
oh my God.
from a distance. He's
distance.
He's a little. He's got a little rat face going.
Now I remember. I'm having a flashback. Lee, I forgot we fired Lee. I forgot we fired Lee from his 1,000th job that he can barely manage. I forgot we set him free. Randy, what's wrong, Bubba? You want to go to your friend? You want to go to your friend? Oh, I love him. Oh, it is very cute to have Todd home, though. The whole family together. I know it's killing Patrick. It's killing him. He was hoping. Oh, look at this boy.
Wow.
Call him a rat face, bitch. So yeah, I saw this thing that's been blowing my mind about your perceptions of other people, and it's been helping me a lot because, I did respond to like one negative comment, but I'm really like not vibing with negative comments anymore. It's just like they're not getting to me, every once in a while. But I saw this thing that I thought was really cool about people's perceptions and what people are thinking about you.
All right, you'll hear it a little bit through the headphones next to you, but you don't necessarily need to put them on.
Going around living life, not caring what people think about you.
I remember that I don't actually know what you're thinking about me. I just know what I think you might be thinking about me, which means I'm creating a mean and judgmental version of you in my head and then using it to think mean things about myself. And since I made you mean in my head, then really I'm the one being judgmental of you, not the other way around. Now I just assume people are cool and that they're probably thinking nice things, and when they prove me wrong and start acting mean for no apparent reason, I remind myself that there's a version of me in their head that they are thinking mean things about that is in fact not me at all. Actually, it's a part of them, so really they're being mean to themselves. It doesn't become me until I allow their perception and their treatment of me to start shaping the way I perceive and treat myself. You know, the Buddhists have a story about the Buddha teaching in front of a large crowd of people when a man shows up to heckle him by shouting loud and mean and obscene things, but the Buddha ignores him and just keeps teaching. The man, frustrated, doubles down and gets even more loud, even more mean, even more obscene, but the Buddha ignores him and just keeps teaching. Eventually the man gets so frustrated he breaks down and goes, "Hey, don't you even hear me? Why aren't you upset? I'm being so mean. I'm being such an ass." Finally the Buddha replies to the man and says, "If you give someone a lavish gift but they refuse to accept it, who does that gift belong to?" The man says, "Well, obviously it still belongs to me." The Buddha replies, "The same is true with your anger and with your insults. If I refuse to accept them, then they belong to you, not to me."
Isn't that so good? Wow. And also, if you see this comment from Krayshawn, it says, "This would be true if comment sections didn't exist because people are mean as fuck on here and I could assume what they're thinking." But I actually disagree with that because I think that the vibration of like love and hate and comments is the same. If you just think about it, it's the same typing and sending. It's the exact same thing. And then my friend was saying, by the way, I'm still going strong with Seth and with my Mormon friend and my Bakersfield Punjabi beautiful princess. My little threesome were so good. Todd's like, "You're not going to last over a month." I'm like, "This is old me, Todd. New me." I'm like, these are my people. I love them so much. But anyway, and Todd's starting to, I'm like, I keep FaceTiming Todd with them. I'm like, "Todd, my friends." He came home to like a whole new thing. It's so funny, but I'm so happy. He's so cute. But anyway, okay, so I do feel like, but my friend Seth was saying it's like that like comments are just squiggles. He heard it from someone somewhere. It's like everything's just a squiggles on a screen. It's like they're just like we're even placing the meaning to what words mean. You know what I mean? And it's like, I just think it's the same thing. So many times someone's been shitty to me in a comment and I've replied and they go, "Oh my God, I love you." And it's like, oh, this was like light the whole time. This was someone sending me love the whole time. So I'm just choosing, like, you're giving me energy either way. Like you're sending me your energy. I get to decide whether I take it as like good or bad. One guy was like, "Is she pregnant?" And I got so mad at him. And I sent him like a DM, like, "You fuck, you know, like you fucking." He's like, "Oh my God, my daughters are freaking out. You just sent me a DM." He's like, "I really thought you were pregnant." I was like, still not okay. But it was cute. And then he was like, "Oh my God." I was like sending him a voice memo. It was like cute. We ended up having like a little thing. It was nice. But a lot of times it's just people like wanting attention. It has nothing to do, or they're not even fucking real and I made them up and it's like my psyche trying to like test me or something. I don't know.
There was, it reminds me of this comment I just saw on Josh Potter's latest episode, actually. So that's
cross promoting.
Yeah.
We love our Joshy P. Come see us in Arizona the next weekend. Or wait, last weekend. But isn't that so cool what he said?
But yeah, I like this. I've seen the beginning of this one where it's how are some of y'all going around living life. There's a shorter version of this that I saw where he was like, it was just the part of I'm making the version of you that I think is mean. So it's just me being mean to myself. It's just my own head being mean to myself.
I'm not who you think I am. I'm who I think you think I am.
Yeah.
I've heard before. Where it's like, and it's true, it's like our brains trick us so much and we have so much more control over it. And I cannot believe how much I've learned and how amazing meditating and doing breath work has been for me. It's just been unbelievable. And just feeling the confidence of like, oh, I actually am stronger than these stories that I have in my head. And just I keep coming up with more, like I keep like revealing more stories. Like I keep finding more stories. And even like when I was talking about last week with my friend, Seth, the Mormon guy, where I'm like, I'm so glad that happened. And we never really, I mean, we made up and none of us have really fought. I mean, it's only been another week or whatever, but we're going strong. Our meditation throuple is going strong. Yeah, it's cool. I'm excited to see what else happens and what else I learn. But it's just like these perceptions we have, and you can just, you know, what's the thing? Is it confirmation bias they call it, or what is it when it's like when you have like a Kia Sorento, all you see is Kia Sorentos in the street or whatever? Is that what it?
Oh,
I think it's confirmation bias. I also like that idea, and maybe you were talking about this, but the idea of pronoia.
Oh, pronoia is awesome.
Yeah, where instead of paranoia, where you think everything's out to get you, you can flip that, and you can start to think that everything's actually working for me.
And it is, and that's why I try to really look at patterns and stuff. Like if something's coming up for me, I'm like, what is this? What I'm about to learn? And I never in a million years thought I would be grateful for my cluster. Like I loved those cluster headaches. Like I'm so happy I got that. It's just, I mean it. It's weird. I never thought I'd be like inviting of pain. And yeah, it was just so cool. If you guys want to go to a Joe Dispenza retreat, do it. It was so awesome. But I mean, there's also like so many other modalities. Like I don't like to do just one thing. I like to do a bunch of different stuff because I don't want to like pray to one thing. Did I talk about the thing where when you manifest, you shouldn't manifest to the universe? Did I talk about that last time?
No. What you talked about last time was you were visualizing limited. You were limiting your visualization. So
I talked about the ceiling in the basement.
No, you didn't talk about that. You were just to lead us up to what you did talk about. You talked about you were seeing the beginnings of things, and now you're trying to see the ends of things.
Yeah, like because it's almost like I wasn't even trusting myself to get the thing, so I'm only getting my foot in the door. It's like, what if I'm feeling the accomplishment of it afterwards? Because with manifestation, it's all about like it's not about the thing, right? You don't want money. Money's paper, whatever. You want the feeling of freedom when you have money. You want the feeling of like being elated and excited. And
so what is this new idea that you want to talk about?
God, I wish I remember. It was 2 seconds ago.
With the ceiling in the basement.
Oh, well, the ceiling in the basement, something that I learned before, where it's like,
and you don't manifest.
Oh,
to
okay,
the
yeah, that's different. Okay, so with the ceiling in the basement, it's like you have a ceiling to where like the top limits you think it can go. So when I first started manifesting things, when I was writing down my goals, when I first started comedy, who was I? I was just some drunk girl that crashed her scooter in Santa Fe. Like I was just like a chubby drunk girl that moved to New York, like with this idea of wanting to do stand up. Just like, oh, I want to do it and I want to do it as my job. It's like, I think I want this to be my job. But I was just wasted living on my friend's couch. I mean, I had no advantage other than anyone else. I mean, except my dad was funny. So I was like lived in a funny family. But I wrote down these goals. I wanted to be on Chelsea Lately. I wanted to be all these things. It felt so crazy to even say that. And then when I got them, it's like because I had the courage to say that I could get it, I did get it. But that was my ceiling, right? I only did it for a year and a half. I didn't get to do the final season. You know, like there was just like so much. I got my own talk show, but it was only for 4 episodes. Like I never followed it through. Like I would see the manifestation in the beginning and then I would only get like a slice of it. And that's still incredible, right? Because what a test, and what I was shown that I did have this power to create these things and to do these things. And, but following it through to the end, like, oh, I want to see myself in the house. You know, I want to see myself, you know, on the jet. I know I feel guilty saying that out loud, but I would like to be on a private jet. Sorry. I've ridden in many and I would like to be the one renting them for once, because let me tell you, when you go on someone else's jet, it's their jet and you got to do whatever they want. Okay. Luckily it's my gay sugar daddy that takes me so I'm not on my knees, but It's the only time I don't have to suck is on that private jet. But like, yeah, no, it's like there's things that I want, and some are excess to kind of prove to myself how far can I go. But it's just about your ceiling. So you'll hit your ceiling of where you think you can go, which is, I want to be able to, write on a movie, but not star in a movie, So I write on a movie, and then I start going back down, right? Like I reach the ceiling, and then I go down to the basement, which is the lowest I can possibly go. And then I hit like my rock bottom of how low I will allow myself, my ego will allow me to go. And then you bounce up, and it's about just raising the ceiling each time. Like, how far can I go? I would like to live limitless. I would like to be like, let's manifest all of it. But I saw this girl talking about, I wonder if I saved that one. I know, because I want to give people credit of the things that I saw. But she was saying this thing about how she's not religious, but when she first started doing manifestation, it wasn't really working out for her because she kept asking the universe for things, but she realized that the universe is a creation of God, and she didn't want to go directly to God because she was like weirded out about religious stuff, which I feel a little bit. So I say God or source or whatever, but she's like, why would you ask something that was created by the main thing to give you a creation? So it's kind of this roundabout way of getting straight there. And then I had this whole epiphany about, all right, if I'm going to ask source, if I'm going to go straight to my higher being, my higher power, to God, to whatever you want to call it, to the light, then I have to feel like worthy of it. That's like all my worthiness comes up, like to just ask to co-create with whatever is up here. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go directly to it. And every time I've done hallucinogens, and a lot of the things that always come up for me is that I'm very scared to go directly to the light. Like whenever I smoke DMT, I'm like, I don't want to surrender to the light because I'm afraid if I surrender to the light, then I'll cease to exist. And so it's almost like I keep my anxieties and my worries to keep me like on earth and keep me like 3D. But maybe I don't have to, maybe I can just go directly and be like, let's make some fucking dope ass shit and make some fun stuff that is like positive and good for everyone and makes everyone laugh and raises the vibes. This is so woo-woo. Oh my God.
So I've actually never been able to. So I've done a lot of hallucinogenics. I've done, a lot of acid and mushrooms and things, but I've never been able to break through on DMT. And I think it's because of the anxiety. It's because of the root anxiety. And it might even be because of being Jewish and the passed down trauma, things like that. I don't know what it is exactly, but
Jew's tough.
I have this like I have that anxiety, and that's what I feel like as soon as
the letting go is scary, right?
It's terrifying.
And the thing is with Jews, it's like Jews' anxiety and their worry, which is just there. This is not. I'm not stereotyping. This is the truth, and I'm quarter Jew. Trust me, the Jews bring it out in me. It is because the Jews that were not worried died.
Yeah.
The Jews that were not worried died. So it's like very obvious why Jews are still.
Yeah, we're coming from
the ancestral trauma,
generations of the alert
right.
ones of the quick swiveling.
And now we're like, oh, oi. I'm verklempt, I'm verchatted.
And then my heritage is Russian on top of that. So it was Russian Hebrew on top of that. So before even the World War, there was wars within Russia and things like that.
And potato shit, right?
Yeah. So
what was the potatoes? Where was that? Ireland?
Yeah.
Anyway, there was some potato stuff somewhere. But no, I know what you mean though. It's like, yeah, and everyone is really carrying that in their DNA. Like you're carrying whatever trauma. And it's so, my dad's always like, oh my God, I got to deal with my ancestor trauma. Like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like fatiguing. But I do believe that as far as you can evolve in each life, you come back being able to evolve even more in the next one. I do believe that. I have come to that conclusion for myself. Questions for my Joe Dispenza retreat were, are you single? No question, just goddamn, madam. How much MG of what did you have? What does that mean? How much
How much drugs did you take? How many milligrams of what?
Oh,
and
yeah,
of
there were no
what?
drugs. Just squeezing the taint. Did you get those sunglasses there? Okay, thanks, guys. This is fun. Was it worth the time and money? Absolutely. It was unbelievable. I honestly don't think anyone didn't get something out of it. It was really... There was a guy that was so negative, and he kept coming near me and telling me all his negative shit, and I was kind of like, what the hell? I was being nice to him and stuff, but I was just like... And then by the end, he was just like having crazy experiences. Come on, Bubba. My cute boy. Sit your ass down. It was really, I think, if you're open, I think you'll get a lot out of it. Is Joe Dispenza a comedian? He did have some funny jokes. What the fuck is a Joe Dispenza retreat? Do you think Joe thinks magicians' doves happy? Are happy? Oh my god. I'm looking forward to having higher calibrating fans. I mean, this is ridiculous.
You can start to hear the piano upstairs.
Yeah. For your brain. Someone that went in there. For your brain. You are smoking hot. Read that one out loud. Okay.
So which one did you actually do? Did you do the progressive retreat?
I did the
week-long?
progressive online, and then I did the week-long advanced retreat. He doesn't teach the progressives live really anymore.
Okay. And the week long is like you go to a hotel, they rent out a bar.
Yeah, they have one in Cancun I want to go to.
Ooh.
It was so incredible. It was so
Are
good.
you gonna do the advanced follow up?
I'm like every weekend I'm working. I have to trust divine timing because my agent at this point has PTSD from me calling him and being like, "Can we move this weekend? I want to do ayahuasca." Healed or exhausted after the reset retreat? I was both, but I also am just generating a lot more energy. I don't have to sleep as much, and I am sleeping more, but I don't feel like I have to the way I did before. But I am naturally sleeping more. Like I woke up, I meditated with my friends, my little throuple. This morning I got up at 6:45. We set our intentions, and then we did an hour-long meditation, and then we did a little follow-up chat, and then I went to yoga, and then did my whole day. And it's awesome. And then I'm going to sleep earlier. I'm able to kind of bring myself down more. It's really cool. I'm so excited to have control over my body. I really was living like a fucking victim of everything. I didn't even realize it. How many people were in the group? There were 1,900 in my group. How come there's no wedding? I'm sure you said it somewhere, but I don't see it. I just haven't wanted to plan a wedding. But the more work I do, the more I'm like, I gotta marry this man, have some fucking babies. Do you feel like you learned things that you wouldn't or didn't from his books? It's so cute you thought I read his books. I went in having unread everything. I did not read a fucking thing. I have not read a book since The Tree Was a Stump and the Boy Was an Old Man at the end of the book, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I love that book.
Isn't that a cute one?
Yeah.
But I also think it was, someone said, let me see those retreat feet, girl. All right, guys. Thank you for joining, and we're just evolving and growing together. Let's rise up and make some cool stuff.